Babysitters Club, Chrissy's Great Idea by Anne M. Martin. Chapter 11. Chapter 11. On the Wednesday after Mary Ann babysat for the Watsons kids, Claudia and Mary Ann, Stacy and I were holding a regular meeting of the Babysitters Club in Claudia's room. It was 5:45 and the phone had rung twice. The first call had been Mrs. Kewer, who was back in Stonebrook, had said that although Pinky and Buffy were very nice, we were not pet scissors. The second call had been a new customer. Stacy had answered the phone. "Hello, Babysitters Club." "Hello. My name is Mrs. Marshall," said the voice on the other end. "I live on the roadside. I got your flyer and I needed a babysitter for Friday night. I'm so sorry it's such a short notice, but we had a babysitter lined up and he had to cancel." "Oh, that's okay," said Stacy. "Maybe I should tell you some things about the club. So first, there are 4 of us and we're all 12 years old. On Friday nights we can sit until 10. Well, one of us can." "Oh, that's fine," replied Miss Marshall. "My husband and I are just going out for dinner. We should be home around 9:30. "Okay," said Stacy. "And how many children do you have?" "2. "And how old are they?" "Nina is 3 and Eleanor is 1. "Do you have any pets?" Some people seemed a little surprised when we asked this question, but Mrs. Marshall was okay about it. "We have a cat. He's no trouble at all. And is there anything special the babysitter should know or that we'll have to do?" Mr. Marshall paused. There's always a catch. "Well, you have to give Eleanor her ear drops. She's getting over an ear infection. She always cries and puts up a fuss, but in the end she holds still and lets put in the drops in." That didn't sound too bad. "Okay," said Stacy. "Let me find out who's available and I'll call you right back." As you can see, we learned a lot over the last couple of weeks. Claudia took the drops. Since Stacy was mysteriously busy that night, she wouldn't tell us exactly what she was doing, and Mary Ann's father's and my mother gets hysterical for not home by 9:30 on the dot. If Claudia was a little late, she wouldn't mind much. After we called Mrs. Marshall back, I said, "Hey, why don't we figure out how much money we earned on our Babysitters Club jobs?" "Okay," said Stacy. She loved anything to do with money. Claudia handed her a piece of paper and a pencil. Then I opened our record book and read out the amount of money we had been paid for each job. "Hey, that's not bad," I exclaimed. "You know what we should do? We should donate about $3 and we could have a pizza party on Saturday afternoon." "Yeah, celebration of our club," said Claudia excitedly, "because it's a success. We'll get Coke and M&Ms, I said. "All the junk food we can eat," added Mary Ann. Stacy remained silent. "Oh, Stace," I said suddenly, "I'm sorry. We forgot about your diet. Never mind," Stacy cut me off. "I may not be able to go anywhere. We're going back to New York on Friday, and we might not be back in time for the party." "Did you just go to New York?" "Didn't you just go to New York?" asked Claudia. "Well, yes, but there are a lot of things to finish up the move and all." Claudia frowned. "I thought you said I finally got everything straightened out." "Oh, we have to see some friends too. Oh, wow, it's 6. I better go. Bye, you guys." Stacy tore out of Claudia's room. Claudia and Mary Ann and I just looked at one another. When I got home that evening, I found Watson parked on our living room couch, reading the paper like he lived at our house or something. I couldn't help making a face. Luckily, Watson didn't see it. In fact, he didn't look up from the paper until I was tiptoeing past the living room, trying to sneak into the kitchen without having to speak to him. "Well, hi there, Christy," he said cheerfully. "Hi," I replied. I paused for a second, trying to decide whether I should say anything else, then gave up when I went on to the kitchen. Mom must have just hadn't gone home. She was reaching into the refrigerator, pulling out vegetables and leftovers for dinner. "Hi, sweetheart," she said. "How was school?" "It was fine. Mom, Watson's in our living room." Mom smiled at me. "I know, silly. He came home with me. I picked him up after work." "Is he staying for dinner?" Mom began slicing a tomato. "Yes, he is. Do you know This is the third time he's been over for dinner in the last week. Christy, what did he bring us this time? Greek food, Italian, nothing. He replied, Mom, smoothie. He's here for leftovers. That was definitely not a good sign. It meant Watson was through trying to impress us, and that Mom didn't feel she had to impress Watson anymore. It meant they were getting more comfortable with each other, and it meant that Watson probably felt pretty comfortable with my brothers and me. Not a good sign at all. Mom eyed me. What? I said. Honey, would you please run upstairs and put on a dress? A dress? Why? I thought I looked all right in my school clothes. Besides, I never wear dresses because if I can help it. Because I'm the mommy, that's why. I giggled. Mom has a red t-shirt with that, also a t-shirt with that slogan, right? Put on a blue and white one we just bought. Okay, I sighed. Okay. When I got upstairs, all my brothers were there brushing their hair. They had changed into decent shirts and pants. What's going on? I asked him. He shrugged. Something to do with Watson. Mom told us to dress up. I made another face. I'm pretty good at faces. One thing I can do that no one else is in an entire grade we can do, not even the boys, is turn my eyelids inside out. I did that then. Christy, grow up, said Charlie. That is really gross. It is scary, added David Michael. Sorry, I said. I helped him button his shirt. And then I changed into my blue and white dress. Purposely, I didn't brush my hair and went downstairs. My brothers were helping Mom and Watson set the table in the dining room. Mom was lighting candles. Mom, I said, will you please tell me what's happening? Why is everyone so fancy? Because we're celebrating. We're celebrating with leftover SpaghettiOs. It doesn't matter what we eat. I just want us to feel festive. Why? What are we getting festive about? Mom and Watson glanced at each other. Watson winked. You'll see, said Mom. Mom, I don't feel too well, I said suddenly. My mother sized me up in one half of a second. Save it, Christy, she said. Okay. A few minutes later, we were sitting around the dining room table, which looked almost as fancy as it does at Thanksgiving. Mom had spread out a green tablecloth and put a white runner over it. We were eating off our food in a good china, and everyone had a wine goblet. Mom and Watson were the only ones with wine in their wine goblets. Though David Michaels and mine were filled with milk, Sam and Charlie had put Gatorade in theirs. SpaghettiOs and Gatorade, some dinner. We began passing around the leftovers. Mom and Watson didn't pay a little bit of attention to what we kids chose for our dinner. When everyone was served, Mom stood up at the end of the table and raised a glass. Something very, very special has happened today, she said. I drew in my breath. Watson asked me if I would consider getting engaged to him. I let the breath out. That's great, Mom, said Sam. Congratulations, said Charlie. Yay, cried David Michael, getting into the spirit of things. What does that mean, I asked. It means your mother won't even let me give her an engagement ring yet, said Watson, smiling. Smart move, Mom, I thought. But I'm thinking about it. He added Mom. Well, said Sam, if an engagement is one step away from marriage, what does this mean you're 2 steps away? Mom and Watson laughed. I guess so, said Mom. Good. Keep it that way. If you got married, I asked, where would we live? I don't know, honey, replied Mom. We haven't thought that far away. Would we have to change schools? Would Karen and Andrew live with us too? Would you keep on working? Would Dad still give you child support money? Christy, I don't know. Now enough questions. This is a celebration. We'll worry about those things later. What is it that you're eating? Twinkies, I replied. Twinkies and fried chicken. Eat your Twinkies and fried chicken. At that, everybody laughed. I managed a tiny forced smile, very forced. I couldn't believe Mom's news. Why would she want to risk getting married again? My only hope was that she'd see the light before it was too late and let our family return to normal. Thank you for watching me read The Babysitter's Club, Christy's Good Idea, Chapter 11. No. Yeah. Hey.